Fatima, just check to see if we need to switch.
As a Brinks authorized dealer, they stand guard over a million homes and businesses, ensuring safety 24/7, 365 days a year.
And you know what? Their response center is ever vigilant, providing top-notch monitoring for burglary, fire, carbon monoxide, and medical emergencies. They will fulfill and exceed all industry standards. Oh, wait, what camera? Oh, you looking? Thank you, Zoe. I feel ate up.
No, you look good. I was ate up yesterday.
I've been out since 7 this morning. Oh, well, look, no, I said I've been out. I was out there. I was up earlier than that. I've been downtown moving since 7. No. Today is I had to work out of my downtown office day, so I had to be down here extra early. Valencia and I. 447-3344. Well, of course, I'm not Tamara Fair, but I'm going to do her segment and she's going to do mine. And you know what? In the Raw, the question has been circling the internet: dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000? Well, the rapper has finally weighed in on this hot debate. Now, if you're not familiar, on Instagram and social media, over the past few years, there have been the question: would you rather go to dinner with Jay-Z or get a check for 500,000? Most people were saying you need to go to dinner with Jay-Z because that education will be phenomenal, and you don't know what you can do, and blah blah blah. I've always stood on the side of, I like Jay-Z, but baby, bye, give me that 500,000, and I'll make enough money, and then I'll be eventually at a table with him to talk to him. But social media has had their opinions. But Jay-Z came out recently. Jay-Z was being interviewed by Gayle King. And since the question has been making its round on social media, she, in her interview, asked Jay-Z that, told him what was going on. And she said, what do you think? He said, you got to take the money. What I'm going to say, he asked, you got all the wisdom one might get from a conversation with me in the music for $10.99. He said, that's a bad deal. I wouldn't tell you to cut a bad deal. He continued, take the 500,000, go buy some albums, listen to the albums. It's all there. If you piece it together and really listen to the music for the words, for what it is, it's all there. He said, everything that I said was going to happen, happened. Everything I said I wanted to do, I've done. And there's the blueprint. The blueprint, literally, to me and my life and my journey, is already there. So finally, we can put this to rest now. Take the money and run, folks. You heard the man. No, but seriously, this debate has ran its course. And now that the rapper himself has said his piece, we have to lead this conversation in 2023. Let's not bring it into the new year. Like he said, we've got the blueprint already. Let's put some action behind it and make something shake in 2024. Now, success leaves clues. If you watch any successful person, they have left clues behind to show you how you can too be successful without just having a conversation with them. Now, having a conversation and being in the room with influential people is beneficial. Networking is very important because you never know who you're going to be talking to, who knows who can get that door open for you. But I've always been a proponent of, if you give me the bag, I'll have enough money to buy some books, go to school, and then make enough money and eventually be in the room with the Jay-Z's of the world. And so I guess here, nodding their head, I'll let them jump in on the conversation. Angel and Natasha, welcome to the Brunch Ones. What are your thoughts on this?
Wow. I agree with what you said. I agree wholeheartedly what Jay Z said. Man, I think that is just important to have your own drive, your own like just get up and go to it. I don't know, Natasha, you want to piggyback on?
I agree. I would take the money,
Mm-hmm.
and I would take that money and do exactly what Jay Z did. Jay Z was in the game, in the, whatever game he was in
Mm-hmm.
before he became who he is today. He took his money from what he did. He bought, he invested in
Yeah.
himself. He bought things. He invested into his business,
Yep.
and he took his bag and he made more bags,
Yep.
made billions.
Yep.
So I would take the bag. I would apply myself
And buy the albums, like you said, right?
I pray first.
Okay,
Pray.
there you go.
I will pray first and ask God for guidance, and hey, everything else gonna fall into alignment with His word.
That's it.
In abundantly.
I'm not a big, rap fan. I like Jay Z though. I've been to a Jay Z concert. It was very interesting. So I do know some of his songs. And when you think about what he said, listen to the lyrics. If you just get to 500,000, listen to the lyrics. In his songs, he rap about buying artwork and investing in art.
Right.
So there's a clue that he left. Go buy some nice art that's going to appreciate in value. And then with that money, now you can afford an accountant who will tell you, hey, or a financial advisor who will say, hey, you bought this piece of art, now let's insure it because now you have insurance on this art. If anything happens, you're gonna get paid, and then you can leave it to your kids or your grandkids. So that was a clue. He talked about buying real estate in his music before. So there you go.
If I'm not mistaken, he bought the collection of his albums, right?
And he bought the rights to.
Right. He's thinking about legacy. He's thinking about when he's gone, what he's leaving behind for those wonderful children that he has.
That's it. So he is right. Take the money, listen to the albums, listen to the words, because he has definitely dropped some clues. Now, if you got the opportunity to get 500,000, you don't know what to do, you can call me at the Dream Center, and we'll help you. But I was glad to see, and I usually don't share this type of stuff on my social media, but I had to share it because I've been involved in conversations where people are like, you would be crazy not to want to sit at the table with Jay-Z and learn. You can pay for that education. But here's where my debate has always come in. If you had the opportunity to go to lunch with Jay-Z, how long are you going to have? And in that minimum amount of time, are you really going to be able to learn so much? Then the second thing is, if you had lunch with him, let's say an hour, in 1 hour, are you going to impress him so much that he wants to meet with you again or have lunch with you again or give you his phone number? Those are things, I was thinking about it. People were like, oh, you crazy. I'm going with Jay-Z because then he could put me on game. No, bro, I don't need that game. Give me that 500,000 and I'll buy some game. And I know Tammy, I wonder what Tammy's answer to this question is.
I have no answers.
Go
500,000, yes, give it to me. I don't care where it came from. I don't even know what you're talking about. But
so you do
have
know.
No place to deposit $500,000.
You got it. You know where to tell them to put it. I didn't even say that 5% interest, right? But
okay, you can have a 5%.
The question has been, go to dinner with Jay-Z or take 500,000. That's
man, I'm not thinking about Jay-Z.
Hello.
500,000 when it's $1 billion on the elevator.
Well, Jay-Z said it himself. Take the check because all you got to do is listen to my music and you'll learn what I've been doing. So you know what? I am glad that he said it. I'm glad that we can stop fighting over this because I was taking the 500 anyway. Because here's the problem too: we don't have access. No, he won't send it. But the question is, would you take 500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z?
Ain't he? What I would take 500,000.
Would you take 500,000 or dinner with Beyonce?
500,000. I don't care who it is.
Hello, there you go. Well, listen. If you bless me with $500,000, if you bless me with the option to choose, just know I'm going to choose 500,000. And then when you bless me, I'll bless somebody else. It's Maverick City and Kirk Franklin. Bless me right here on the Brunch Bunch. So I did in the raw because it dropped. So the beat dropped.
Oh.
The intro. We was just about to call you.
Well, you gonna call me?
To see what your ETA was.
I told you my ETA.
Yeah, to see what you hear to change it. But the beat dropped. You want to do What in the Caucasian? Or you want to find you another story? You only printed one copy.
There's what's going on in there too.
I didn't see it.
It's in there.
See if you see
Then I
what's going
promise
on.
y'all, scared of my feet.
See if it's what's going on in there.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Starhead, you look so cute.
I think the last time was the baby show.
Exactly.
Yeah, at your daughter's wedding.
Yeah,
I'm
but
taking these.
Oh, you like these?
I don't love
oh, speaking of baby shower, there your story, baby shower drama. So what's going on, Zoe?
it. Wait a minute.
Make sure it's connected right. The story for.
This goes here. Yep, that's it. Beat it.
Beat
You got something
it.
else? You sniffling?
That's what I said.
I'm good.
No, you're not.
He said that every time. Look, he's
Go
like,
pick
I'm
it up.
good.
Giving me life.
I like your hair color. Oh, she always popping with her.
Thank you.
And
Thank
her
you.
fashion.
Oh Lord.
Yes, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Friday, my hair was in here, right? Thank you so much.
I was just telling my
You
son, I
look
went
so
to the Kirk
beautiful.
Franklin concert. It was so good.
Her Franklin is amazing.
Man, where he intersect all of their catalog and songs is just crazy.
He is amazing, but to see him live irritates me because it's like ADHD or something. He like do backflips. Ty Trippett is just as bad. Yeah.
They was both on stage at one point.
No, I think I swear Ty is on something.
And Yolanda Adams, don't get me started on.
Yolanda was. She kind of subdued though.
Well, I had saw her like 12 years ago. I was like, is Yolanda took a bump back there or something?
You know you don't laugh, right?
I know it was a joke. Don't make me go viral.
Yolanda bumping. That's some kingdom business
You
going
look
on.
so nice on the live.
Thank you.
And Reggie said it too, and we both had the same opinion. Your necklace is beautiful.
He gave me this
I
necklace,
figured
that's why.
when he commented that. I said, this man is funny.
When he said that, I was like, I'm just gonna say thank you. That's it. Actually, he gave me a
I want a picture.
thank you. I got a track showing.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right. Friendship, right?
Thank you.
Get each other in together.
I'm like, is that what I think I see? I said, let me fix
I
that.
ain't trying.
I know you.
I don't care. So I went to
Oh.
Plus I got my hair done, right? Then I went to the mall because I wanted to put some popping colors in it.
Oh,
So I put these little clip-ons in there. So
Oh,
that's
you
the-
did that?
Yeah. So yes, it's gonna show. I don't care though.
Hey, DJ Bilo. Hey, Bettina.
I thought people was gonna be on here.
Actual clip, like a hair. Yeah,
He is throwing us an anniversary party tonight.
Oh, what happened?
No, she was saying, is it a clip or is it a comb? But I thought
It's a, you can get the ones with the combs and they like bend.
That's what I got.
yeah.
I love them. I thought that was so.
friend does those all the time.
I've
thought
never
that was so
heard of
cute
that.
to give you
Now your home
like
is not
see,
just
the
it's a lifetime of
more
memories
vibrant colors.
You get them live.
At Secure Home and Automation,
Oh,
they
yeah.
understand what it means to
Show
protect
Justice
business.
how to do
As
it.
a direct authorized dealer,
Girl, your
they
head
stand
gonna be like
guard
going
over
like
a million
this.
homes and
Gonna be so heavy.
365 days.
That was thank you so much. You still see it? I
Mm-mm.
feel it.
Oh, I'm no
I'ma
pro.
cut it.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna cut it
cut
right
it?
there.
I'm like, I'm no pro, but I think I
You fixed it.
blended it. Yes, yes.
Good job. You see it?
Sound like he done did this before.
I'm like, I think I got you covered.
He done did that for Valencia.
No,
No,
but you
Valencia
know
don't
what?
wear
No, Valencia don't wear bad hair. Once I tried, she got some long hair.
Well, she wear braids
Braids.
hair, but
Yeah, all the time.
866-447-3344. That's 866
I was waiting. I want to tell a
447
story.
Call
What
today
happened to
and
me
make a
yesterday? I wait till the
wise
end of
choice
your.
to secure your
Tell the
tomorrow.
story and then I'll go.
Secure Home and
You sure?
Automation,
Okay.
first
Because I want
name,
to eat
is
this
now
because I was
extending the
feeling a
promise
little.
of ultimate safety that they bring
I
to your
notice now
home.
I gotta
Call
eat.
Stacey Johnson
Like I
at
keep trying to lose weight, but it's not gonna work.
No, you need to eat.
866-447-3344.
I told
Stacey
Melissa you need to
Johnson,
eat.
866
Yeah, but let's get skinny though.
It's skinnier.
Oh really?
She lost it. Yep.
your wealth.
I'm like, you gotta eat, baby. You gotta eat.
I'm just so, standing the gap. I'm the prayer warrior.
So wait, what's the name of the event?
Pretty and pink.
Oh, it's on here.
Yes.
Oh,
I was thinking about my favorite movie, Pretty in Pink.
and y'all wore y'all pink to kick it off, huh?
Pretty in Pink.
I'm
That's a
sure
classic.
is.
Yeah.
I
I
have
even know
never
that
heard
one.
of that.
Era.
The 80s movie.
I was gonna say it was in the 80s.
I had to. That's
I
such
never
a
heard of
good
that
movie.
movie.
You need to watch it.
I
Just
never
like you
heard of
never watched your movie after Action Jackson, you never.
Never.
I heard you say that. I'm like, what? She sent the link up to live.
Oh, yeah. So tell your
Your
messages.
healing journey. Coming empty,
And leave out full.
soulful.
Event was amazing from the clips I
Click
saw.
on that.
Oh, it was so
And then
nice.
put your name
Hey
in.
there,
Y'all was
Chicago.
reading to
Are
the
you ready to
kids.
buy the home of your dreams or
Zaria,
Zaria read. I saw you
Prince,
talking about pets and
Princess Zaria was
imaginary pets. You
incredible.
should have had a purple turtle pull up. Like a real one. Y'all should have painted it purple. I think groups would have been on your tail, but that was
Because I'm trying to do that.
the
And
setup was nice. Great.
it was beautiful.
Congratulations.
Looked like the zoo event was great.
Put
When
me
it comes
to
down to
sleep.
time, it's gonna cut
I'm
out
talking.
the check.
Me, MJ, Valencia, and Maddox were
Y'all was
all
so
asleep
tired.
within 5 minutes of walking in the house.
Something.
Get ready.
Yeah, that's
I
what
said, you know, it was a good event when Daddy and the kids got to take a nap.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on. The action is at 6978 Soul Food. So Tamara, yesterday after church, like we do most Sundays at church, we go to dinner and we went to 6978. And I was sitting there with all of my church family and we laughing and of course I'm talking and talking loud. And when I got up to leave the table, there was a group of beautiful senior seasoned women. I'm gonna say seasoned women in their nice church wear. And she said, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Can you come here for a second?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. How may I help you?" She said, "I know you." And I said, "Oh, do you?" She said, "I see you on the radio, don't I?"
And
And I
that's so cute. I
and,
see you on the
and look,
radio.
I'm like, "Yeah, well, if you can see me on the radio, you are off the chain." But she said, I knew that voice. I kept telling them, that's our boy from 1390, Action Jackson.
Oh.
And she said, where's Tamara Fair? Everybody got to ask. We are a duo. We've got to start just going out everywhere together.
No, sir. You go too many
Only,
places.
especially when you go out of town. Take me.
Yeah, that's the plug.
But I thought that was so dope. We got
That's
great,
awesome.
great listeners, and they are tuned in. So shout out to the four beautiful women who were sitting at 6978 who love the brunch bar.
Marcel, you have that kind of voice, kind of like that distinct voice, like the insurance man, like
Like we know it's you, bro. We
definitely know it's you, and keep on doing what you're doing. Now you know what? I'm gonna switch lanes for a second. Okay.
All right. That was her turning signal for those that didn't know. And it made her
Exactly.
cough a little bit.
It didn't know that's the almonds that made me cough. But look, you expect mayhem to happen, maybe in public places like the park, even the post office, maybe even the mall, right? But you do not expect it to happen at a baby shower. Baby shower drama ends in a shocking death. Hold on to your seats for this one, believers.
Whoa.
Gun violence has claimed yet another life, but this time at a baby shower. And though the mother to be wasn't injured, another guest in attendance was fatally shot in the midst of the celebration. Well, police say the victim's longtime friend is the one in handcuffs. According to authorities, 53-year-old Phoebe Williams was shot dead at the shower held on east side of Detroit. The victim's family told WXYZ that her childhood friend, who wasn't invited, appeared at the They said that the woman was complaining about one of the Williams' son, who previously reported to the police for a crime he allegedly committed. However, the verbal confrontation turned physical, and Williams of her hitting the woman and possibly spitting on her. And then suddenly the woman pulled out a gun and
Mm.
fired it at Williams. But that wasn't the end of it. The woman left the location and called Detroit police to say that she had what she had done, and she headed to DPD's ninth district at the Grasher Avenue. Ask me how I know how to pronounce Grasher.
Because you lived in Detroit.
I lived in Detroit. My first husband was from Detroit. My daughter has roots in Detroit. Well, that's the east side of Detroit. And for those of you who are not familiar with the east side of Detroit, you
It's
do
the
not.
equivalent of the South Side, right? Of
No, you just
Chicago.
shut up. You just don't want to be caught over there after 4 p.m.
Oh, dang, after 4.
Yeah, hear me well. So just a few miles away from the house where the baby shower took place and the shooting took place is where the ninth district was. Well, what the woman may not have been aware of is that Phoebe Williams' son apparently followed her because he was also there in the parking lot of the police station. And when the woman exited her vehicle, he struck her with his car. This is like a lifetime movie that just does not end, right?
No, this is more of a Tubi movie. Just 4 o'clock on the east side of Detroit. This ain't Lifetime. This is Tubi.
And Tubi is like real popping in
Yes.
Detroit, right? So William's son was taken into custody, and the 46-year-old woman was also taken into custody and hospitalized for her injury. Well, the family of the shooting suspect told reporters that she was acting in self-defense, yet Williams' family argued the situation didn't call for such serious measures. Now, you make your own opinion, but I
Yeah.
do believe that an argument can just be argued. It does not have to hit
And would get hit by a
fireworks.
car. Yeah.
Exactly. And then, right, getting smashed by a car. Well, y'all could have just fought. You didn't have to pull a gun. These kids are in the house, and there's a lot of people in the house. So why would you pull a gun out? Williams' niece, Shavonda Carter, told WXYZ. Now, in June, the Detroit police chief reported 110 homicides and 323 non-fatal shootings this year,
Wow.
citing many of the setting to be a cookout and family gatherings.
What?
Yeah, are you popping off at the cookout? The barbecue wasn't right or something? Just say something, or don't eat it. Go to Harold's. Go
If
to
you didn't like the
Uncle
potato
Remus.
salad, don't shoot your auntie. Lord
Right.
Jesus.
Do you remember that? Y'all probably don't remember this, but I remember one Thanksgiving, my uncle cooked the nastiest Thanksgiving. I
I
was just like,
remember.
you know what, y'all? I just don't want that food anymore. I didn't hit him. I didn't shoot him, but I did say something about it. Well, Detroit Police Captain Donna McCord echoed Carter's comment, calling for an end to gun violence, but insisting that the citizens should contact the police instead of taking matters into their own hands. Unfortunately, it's unlikely that some black people will feel any safer doing that. What do you say to the presence of an officer who would heighten the chance of a fatality? And that's really sad when you don't want to call the police because you fear the police more than you fear
Yeah.
someone who's putting you in imminent and present danger. Y'all, this is a tragedy on all sides, and I am praying for every family involved in that, particularly the slain victim's family, because when you go to a baby shower, it's much like when you send your children to college. You expect them to come home with an education, but the common denominator there is you expect them to come home. When you send your loved one out with a gift filled with a celebratory heart, you don't expect them not to come home that they die at the baby shower. Now,
Yeah.
come on, y'all. I am actually putting y'all on notice. Y'all got to start thinking. You got to take that 3 seconds where you can make a pivotal decision and you can make a good choice. So we tell preschoolers, make a good choice
Yep.
because that next 3 seconds or 3 minutes is going to define the rest of your life
Yeah.
or the one you don't have anymore.
That and it's unfortunate, but you know what, Tamara? If you would like to fund my new Tubi movie, I'm gonna come out with the baby shower.
Oh my God. Now
Cause
that I can get with.
that sound just what just happened in this story sound. You said it. This was like a straight movie script. I
Man,
can't
that's
believe
crazy.
it. But
And it just kept going into segments, right? So you go to the police station, you shoot up the baby shower, then you go to the police station, and then you crash the person with your car, and then you like, okay, here I am, take me. No. All of that should have happened over there.
And they were older. You're
52 years old. You should
46,
be at
52.
42,
What are
50.
y'all doing?
And who? How old was the person having the baby?
That's what I wanted to know. Like, who made this child? Was it the 46-year-old?
I
You
think
know,
she was an attendee.
well, you know what? This would make for a good script. Unfortunately, this is real life.
Unfortunately, it was.
People
I
don't
wish
have.
it was a script.
I wish it
really
was.
wish it was a script.
People don't have critical thinking skills anymore.
And you know what? So many people are. What happened to a good old fist fight? Like bust me in the jaw or something, so I can get a chance to bust you back. But now it's like if I bust you in the jaw, you bringing out your clips, you emptying them out because I picked up your gum wrapper. You really liked it that much? There was something so petty. Stop with the petty, y'all. It's like
shooting
it's too
up
precious.
baby showers, shooting up funerals. This world is, as they say, as the old saints say, we are living in the last and evil days, and we just got to keep
you
praying.
would think, like, okay, with this aneurysm that I have, it has made me very acutely aware how precious life. I was telling one of my friends today on the East Coast that I am so like aware of how to live my life to the fullest now because I have it. Like every day I wake up and I'm like thankful. And so you got to say to yourself, do you really want this life? And do you really treasure it as the gift that it was intended for you to get? Like you wouldn't throw away a Tiffany box filled with diamonds, right? That's the equivalent of what your life is worth.
Yep.
A Tiffany box filled with diamonds. Covet it.
Yep. Well,
be protective of it.
You got to. And we're praying for this family and all those involved. Because as we say, the people who were there, the people who had to witness this, now we got trauma we got to deal with. So we're praying for the family. Shout out to...
And something that you don't even realize is that unborn baby literally can feel trauma in the womb. In utero is a precious
I hope
time.
it wasn't the baby mama that got hit by the car, though.
No, it wasn't the baby mama.
Lord,
remember, I said earlier she wasn't injured.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean because she wasn't physically injured that she and her baby were not traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah, because that happened at your event. So her trauma can transfer to the baby, right?
Oh, most definitely. See, if you can read to a baby and they can hear and you're promoting literacy in utero, you can best believe you can be promoting trauma prior to birth in utero. So you got to be very protective about the surroundings that you keep your unborn baby in. And you also have to be protective of your solace and your peace as the mother who's carrying this child to birth.
Because that's stress and stuff. Wow, that's meant. Do you see how one little incident affects so many people in so many different ways?
For so many years.
For so many years. Well, we are praying for the family. Shout out to Linda Toes who's tuned in. Happy birthday, Mama Linda. She said, I'm praying for the family. And that's right.
I got another remedy too now.
Oh, Lord.
I know
you're not going to shoot back, are you?
No, weed. Like, weed is like legal now.
Well,
y'all
speaking of going to commercial. Well, to the family. To the family, I do know this. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. It's Ty Tribbett, only one night, right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Who put all
only
of this
one night,
makeup on this? See, Sonya don't think it's us.
Tell them it ain't us, Zoe. Hey, Cherie. Hey, Linda. Mama Linda, happy birthday. Thank you.
Give me one of those wipes.
Oh, okay. No, I thought because I saw my volume.
Look at this.
Or you or
No, these screen wipes.
Screen wipes is fine.
I use the Clorox wipe. But this ain't gonna work. Did you? Oh, that night. Yeah.
Speaking of going to commercial.
It happens. I was trying to use these headphones I just bought before I got here. That ain't working. I wonder how they did.
No, they lighting up right there.
It say power on. Connected. I want to go back somewhere. Nope. After this, we bring the guests in. It went off again. I don't know what's wrong with these janky headphones.
Try Tibbet. Ty Tribbett. That's a tongue twister. Try Tibbet. Ty Tribbett. He's amazing. He's been on the
Hey,
show before.
Evangelist Lakeisha Allen. Yeah, Cherie, we definitely do.
What?
I ran into her out this weekend. So I had some, I've been saying for many years I got to be on reality TV and just don't know. Maybe it's being recorded. Not only did I have a crazy woman try to come into my house Saturday morning, and I thought it was the nanny. I had unlocked the door for the nanny to come in, and I said, "Hey, Lauren," and I said, "Lauren," and all I heard was a voice said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and closed the door, and I ran downstairs. Crazy woman. Then,
Luckily, it wasn't the police like they did at in
right?
Louisville.
Oh wait, what happened to little? Oh, the shooting up. Yeah.
You came in the wrong door. You shot up the whole place.
But see, that's
Breonna
critical
Taylor.
thinking. What if I would have came down with my gun, and even though they had no bullets, but I bought some because then that was Saturday morning. Saturday night, yesterday we get home from church, and I said, Valencia, you got to drive your car because I need to go charge mine. She said, okay, she called me. Somebody's been in my car.
The
And
two car tossers.
I said,
The
what?
car tossers.
What's that?
So people now, one of my team members explained this to me. He's gone. He went to move to Vegas, but he said that there's some people called the car tossers. They just check to see if your
Yep.
car doors are open, and then they go in the car. They
And
don't
just
take the car. They just toss it up.
she said stuff was everywhere. So she's like,
That's the
so
car tossers.
we checked the camera, and it was a migrant.
Oh,
Wow. Valencia said, you just love to say migrant, don't you? I said, no. But it was, let's just say, it was a Latino young man, brown, walked in our back.
It was a
And
migrant.
right. I'm like, you know what? Hurry up, we live. I'm like, what is happening in this world? Crazy woman at the door, and then somebody in our car.
Did she just run away?
No, she stood there. I could tell she had some mental. You're rocking with the Brunch Bunch right here on Inspiration 1390. Listen, if you do not tune in to us on Facebook or YouTube Live, you definitely miss some great behind the scenes conversations because sometimes we forget we live and we just be talking. But you know what? We didn't forget that we are live and here with you, believers, right here on 1390. And we are so excited to have two great guests with us in the building. And that's none other than my good friend, and I'm about to botch it because I know her as Angel Grant, but she is a married woman. I's married now, and and her husband is in studio, so I definitely didn't want to say her maiden name, but I'm gonna introduce her as my. That's her stage name, her minister name, Angel Grant, and her good friend and partner in ministry, Nortasha. They're doing some great things. Give a warm brunch bunch welcome to Angel and Nortasha.
Yeah, so it's Lofton.
Right, I know it. Okay, let me do it over.
Like a loft.
Let's welcome Angel Lofton. Shout out to her father, Pastor Grant and First Lady Grant. I've been knowing them for a long time. Angel has worked as a youth coordinator. She used to be over the National Action Network Youth Division of Chicago. She is a minister. She is a wife. She is a mother. But her most important title is Child of God. And Natasha is as anointed as can be. And you know what? There's something about a praying woman. And she came in the studio praying. And we just want the believers. We want to welcome you one more time. Welcome to the Brunch Bunch.
Thank you guys so very much. I'm gonna let Natasha go ahead and introduce herself first because you just said a whole bunch of stuff, and all I want to be is known as is a child of God. So I'm gonna let my co-host of this great event we have this weekend talk about herself a little bit.
well, I piggyback off that. I'm a woman of God, a child of the Most High, and I'm a mom of three children. Unfortunately, my daughter was killed to gun violence here
Oh
in the city of
no.
Chicago. I'm now currently an advocate for gun violence and peace and love. Um, since my daughter has been killed, I've become a prayer warrior, an intercessor, standing in the gap, for others.
So
Um,
sorry to hear about your loss, and particularly to gun violence.
Yes, thank you. And I'm just a mom. I work. And
You're not just a mom, you're the co-host of this fantastic event. And
Exactly.
and when you say just a mom, let me tell you something. As a mom, I
Mhm.
know it's not
I
just.
know it's not.
It's literally
It's
the biggest
literally
job
the
that you will
biggest
ever have, and the
job
most
that you will
important and
ever
most
have, and the most
rewarding
important
actually.
and most rewarding
Mhm.
actually. Yeah.
So you're the co-host of this
So you're the
event. What
co-host of
made you
this
get
event. What
into
made you get
this
into
space?
this?
Well, my the host of the show, she actually reached out to me and told me that God put my name on her mind, and I listen to Pastor Hannah while at work, and he tells us all the time to say your name. And when I'm
I just always
I
say
just
my
always say
name,
my
and
name,
God has
and
just
God has
been
just been
wonderful. He's been
wonderful. He's been
opening so
opening
many
so
doors
many
for
doors
me.
for me.
I'm
I'm
going to a
got
new
a new
employment.
employment.
I just got
So
a
I
new
just
you
got a
car.
new
just
car.
God is opening a lot of doors. When you say vigilant with God, God will say vigilant with you, and He'll open up doors.
You, and
Because
He'll
when
open
doors
up
close, He'll open up
doors.
windows and
yes,
pour
Yeah,
out
date,
blessings
date
to you
to the
I am
that
person.
you
so
won't
excited
have
about your
room
You
for.
won't have
increase. The territory
Yes.
is widening.
And with my ministry in this year is just going after things and not being afraid. And this event literally, like, I'm still on maternity leave. I'm not Oprah. I don't have all kind of different funds, but God has been literally bringing every single thing together. It's into one thing is position for purpose for age 28. We're asking all that attend to wear their prettiest pink with gold accessories. And we also going to be setting up breast cancer, have two women
That
who
event and have
survived breast
two women
cancer
who
and have
survived
amazing
breast
stories.
cancer and have
And
a
they're going to talk about their journey, as well as an amazing speaker. Minister Shaniqua Hoskins is going to speak. And then we got praise dancing, we got vendors, we got all kind of stuff happening at the amazing church in Lansing, Freedom Ministries Church. Pastors Dwayne and First Lady Linda Sutton, thank y'all so much for just being open to have allow me to have this extra church.
So now, what should the attendees expect to take away from this fantastic event?
So I want them. When I was younger, like in my 20s, I was right in college. I really asked of the Lord. I was raised up in the church, as Marcel said. My dad, and my pastor, he's a pastor, and so I was raised up in the church since I could walk or talk. And but I never knew God for myself until I got into my 20s, and I didn't know my purpose until that time. But I questioned God of my purpose. And then he started to reveal things to me after I did that. And so I realized we could be walking around no matter what age and not really know why we're here, what we're meant to do. But we should have a purpose driven life. It's not just about, what we desire to do, but what God is trying to do through us. So each attendee should expect to be provoked in their purpose, to be reminded of their purpose, to be renewed in their purpose, and to literally just question God too. Man, what is my purpose?
I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Most people don't. They're like, "Oh, question God," but no, ask Him. Question. Hey, what's my purpose? How do you get answers if you don't ask a question?
Exactly.
I love that. So this great event, you are two young women inspiring many, many women. Angels Touch Ministries, Angel. Can you just talk a little bit more about that and let the believers know, this sevenfold ministry and what all you are doing and plan to do?
So right when I started the ministry, again, we were in the pandemic and God said prayer. And so a lot of people struggle with their prayer life, honestly. And so I wanted to start right there with building into women and men and even children their prayer life. And so that's where I started. And then now going into 2024, I want to get my 501c3 status. And then I want to be able to help other ministries to do what they're doing and their work. Actually, I was blessed with some money in the pandemic, and I was able to actually act like Oprah and give to organizations. And I'm gonna
Wow.
shout them out. Natalie's This Is Life, and Aisha Brown Sugar's Oh, I'm messing it up. Aisha tried another entrepreneur that does stuff with young people, and I was able to give them donations, including two entrepreneurs. I was able to give them donations for starting their businesses. And
Wow.
so, as
That's
God
awesome.
blessed me, I bless others in their purpose. I want to do that continuing with my organization.
Can you bless me with that lipstick?
Yeah.
Actually, Adore Beauty. Let me give her a shout out. This is her lippy. So I'm wearing your lippy. I know she don't even know I'm on, but I'm wearing her lippy, and I get you her information so you
Okay.
can get it.
Awesome.
Angel is the queen of uplifting other people. You look how she pivoted quick about pumping up the lip
Yep.
gloss line. And that's what makes you so amazing. That's why God continues to bless you.
Amen.
Absolutely. So now the two of you are in this together. Now, as a new mother, both of you, you're a new mother and you're a seasoned mother. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But now you talk about prayer and you say that prayer in children is part of your ministry as well. How do you feel as a new mother taking prayer out of the schools has impacted children?
Greatly. It's greatly impacted the world, how we just take God out of everything. I was just talking to someone last night, is that that's the problem of this specific culture and this specific generation, is that we're not teaching them some of the things we were raised on. We're just kind of letting that fall by the wayside. But me, I'm now taking my child everywhere I go, to every even spiritual thing, even business thing, so he can get that in his system right
Hmm.
now.
And then, as a mother, thank you very much for that. And then, as a mother who's lost her child to gun violence, instead of you turning your back on God because you're angry that your child is gone, because most people would be like, okay, I've been praying to you, I've been faithful to you, and you
Hmm.
took my child anyway, but you cleave to him. Now, how do you feel? That same question that prayer taken out of school has impacted children in prayer
I
and in
feel
schools.
that taking prayer out of the schools have played a detrimental part into a lot of the violence that's going on. It has
Hmm.
taken they have no conscience. The youth has no conscience until in what they're doing. Basically, they have no conscience, no respect for life and other people, because if you have no God, you have no morals, you have no respect, you have no love for your brother, man, your sister, you have none of that.
And no sense of that
The higher
higher
being,
powers
the
watching over you
creator.
wherever you are.
Absolutely,
So you have to have
absolutely.
a
And
standard.
you have an entertainment.
Yeah.
The devil used to be an angel, and he was an angel into the music ministry. And so they used the music and the entertainment to
Penetrate.
penetrate the minds of our youth. The music is so
Yeah.
crappy. The rap music is so crappy. So if you got this and they're listening to this in their ears, because the ears are a portal to our soul as well, just as your eyes are a portal to your soul as well. So I feel that if we praying and you're praying to God, God will touch their minds. And I pray that all the time, that God will touch their minds, because God is a regulator. He'll regulate your mind and your heart.
That's
Yep.
And if
right.
he can regulate the youth mind, then I feel that if we can pray, constantly praying, that will change in their hearts from being hardened, and that it'll soften their hearts, and they'll have more respect for each other, and they'll
Yep.
know not to kill each other. They'll know
Yep.
not to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they have scales on their eyes. They can't see. They have no vision into life. No one
Mm.
has spoken into their life or over their life to let them know that they are loved. I tell my son every day, I love you, before they leave out the door. Before my daughter was killed, I would always tell her, if she was going to the store or anything, I love you, mommy. You always need a hug and a kiss. That's just me, because you know what? You never know. When you leaving out your door, even in your home, you just was talking about someone at the baby shower. You never know out here in these days. You know, these are the end time revelation. The Bible's be playing right before our eyes. Revelation.
Is she a speaker? Because she
She
definitely needs
is
to
a
be one at
prayer
the
warrior
I mean,
Saturday. And so she
events.
putting on her prayer hat, which is her best hat. But
I
she got
said
many
she is
hats.
going. She is
Yes.
going.
But
She
she's
is.
a speaker as well. Like she just was in Boston
yeah.
last week with a huge conference
Yes.
speaking on gun violence.
Gun
So
violence.
literally she's turned her pain into purpose. And so
Absolutely.
everybody I'm attached to, like I said, I know good people.
Yeah.
So
Can I just say this? When losing my daughter, before I lost my daughter, I didn't used to pray as much, and I did question God. I sat at the grave site, and before I left, I remember coming out of whatever state of mind that I was in, and I asked the pastor. I say, my grandmother taught me, you don't question God. I'm from the South, and she said, you don't question God. And I turned to him, and I came out of the state of mind that I was in just for those few minutes. And I said, since you're the closest thing to God, can I ask you, why are we here? Why did this happen to my child? She never did anything to anyone. She always showed love, even in hostility. We call her our little peacemaker. She loved butterflies. They released big, beautiful butterflies at her funeral. And I asked him, I said, why are we here? Why? And I ask this question all the time. Why are our youth? Why is there so much violence? You know why? Because there's no prayer. There's no love of God. There's hard-heartedness.
Yep.
There's no love for the next person. No one is instilling in these kids about God.
Except
I guarantee
the two of you
Yeah.
are doing it and doing it well.
I guarantee you if for 40 days, if they could just open up the schools for 40 days and allow prayer in there. And I'll be willing to go to different schools throughout this city, throughout wherever they
To
call me
pray.
to
I
do,
like
to
that.
pray. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To pray.
I
And
love it.
to let people know the love of God. You know what I'm saying? I lost my child, and only God could bring you back from that. I was in a very dark place, and I found God. I found the joy of the Lord to be my strength. I look towards the hills from which my help comes from daily.
You are preaching up in
Daily.
here.
that's what is
Daily.
they're gonna experience Saturday. Like she's not the only person.
How do they
Y'all
get tickets?
gonna Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite right now. Put in Pretty in Pink Prayer Brunch Angels Touch Ministries. You can follow me for all the rest of the events that's coming up. But that's how they can find the event.
I love it. Listen, you both are two powerhouse, anointed
Mm.
women. You got tears flowing. I think Tammy about to run around the room. No, it's amazing. I love that you guys are leading with prayer. Tammy said that they took prayer out to school, and we see this country has
We definitely
shifted because of that. And the Bible tells us, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves. First, you got to get humble. Then you got to pray. Then you turn from your wicked ways, seek his face, and he will heal the land. So I'm glad that you two are humble, and I'm glad you're going to step two. That's prayer. And I know after you get through praying, all these women in pink are going to turn from wicked ways. And I'm sure they don't have them.
Many in our listening audience who have lost their children to gun violence, who definitely, that's who you're speaking to, but you're speaking to a broader audience as well. But if you heard anything that resonates with you, I want you to go now to Eventbrite, to Pretty in Pink, register, and definitely show up. I promise you won't leave the same way you came.
You sure won't. Listen, Natasha, real quick, go ahead.
I also, God put it on my mind and heart. I want to donate to any parent, a mother or a father that has unfortunately lost a child to gun violence. If they would like a ticket, I'm donating some tickets, some free tickets, so they can contact me through Facebook, and I'll get them.
What's your Facebook handle?
It's Nortasha Stingley. That's N uppercase NOR apostrophe uppercase TASHA. Last name Stingley, STINGLEY. I'm gonna do 10 free tickets.
That's
awesome. And then also connect with Angels Touch Ministries. If you're not finding it on Eventbrite, Facebook, Instagram, Angels Touch Ministries. Ask me any questions, and I'll get you linked into the event.
All right. Well, if you are a parent who lost a child,
To gun violence.
reach out to Angels Touch Ministries, Natasha Stingley, and they're going to bless you. The first 10 people to reach out
First
are going to
10.
get it. And you know what? We're going to bless you too, believers, because we're going to leave you to meditate on this word that you received because we're out of time, but we're never out of content.
I love you, Action Jackson.
I love you too, Mary Fan. We encourage you all to keep love
24
24 alive.
Live. Up next is AC Green, and right after that is Pastor Patterson on the drive home. We do it all night long right here on Inspiration 1390. Peace.
All
You guys did an
right, you did.
amazing job. You guys.
Everybody saying powerful. Great job. Great
Powerful.
job.
Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
It went off. We
but
couldn't.
they had us.
Oh,
I turned it. Y'all are live, so wave to them.
Yay! God bless you guys.
So one of our listeners, Tanya, said, count her in on the 40-day prayers.